Welcome to Furniture Industry News, your source for the latest updates and insights shaping the furniture world. It's Monday, May 12, 2025. Thanks for tuning in. We've got a big story today, one that could ripple through the furniture supply chain and affect just about everyone, from manufacturers and importers to retailers and consumers. Over the past few days, we've seen a dramatic shift in U.S.-China trade relations. After months of rising tensions and tariff hikes, the two countries have agreed to a temporary reduction in tariffs as part of a 90-day truce. It's not a complete resolution to the trade war, but it's a major step that could have big implications for our industry. Let's talk about what's actually in the deal. The United States has agreed to reduce its tariffs on Chinese imports from a punishing 145% down to 30%, and in return, China has agreed to lower its tariffs on U.S. goods from 125% to 10%. For businesses that have been caught in the middle of these trade battles, this agreement is a breath of fresh air, at least for now. President Trump made the announcement over the weekend and hinted at an upcoming conversation with Chinese President Xi Jinping. The hope is that this 90-day window will be used to hammer out a more lasting deal that would make these reductions permanent, or at least prevent another round of tariff hikes. While the details are still developing, the furniture industry is already feeling the early effects. Financial markets wasted no time reacting. Right after the news broke, the Dow shot up over 1,000 points. The S&P 500 climbed 3%, and the Nasdaq rose by more than 4%. Retail stocks especially soared. Wayfair saw a 21% jump, and RH, formerly known as Restoration Hardware, was up 17%. These kinds of gains suggest that investors believe the tariff reductions could bring some relief to the retail sector, which includes a big chunk of the furniture market. Let's zoom in on why this matters so much to furniture folks. China is still a huge player in furniture manufacturing. As of last year, Chinese-made furniture made up about 25% of total U.S. furniture imports. That means when tariffs go up, costs rise across the board for raw materials, components, finished products, and shipping. When costs go up, margins shrink, and prices often get passed along to the consumer. This has made long-term planning a nightmare for importers and retailers alike. So this new 90-day period gives businesses a chance to catch their breath. It's not just a political move, it's also an operational opportunity. Companies that have been struggling with unpredictable shipping costs and pricing instability now have a brief window to reassess. Many are expected to move quickly to take advantage of lower import taxes while they last, especially ahead of the back-to-school and holiday shopping seasons. That said, experts are quick to point out this is still temporary. Jerry Epperson, a respected industry analyst and longtime voice in the furniture world, said this could be the breakthrough we've been waiting for, but he was also clear that the hard work is still ahead. The real problems, things like intellectual property rights, technology transfer policies, and long-standing trade imbalances haven't been solved, so this is less a peace treaty and more of a timeout. And let's not forget, while tariff reductions are welcome news, they don't undo the damage already done over the last couple of years. Many companies have already spent heavily to reconfigure supply chains, moving production to other countries like Vietnam, Malaysia, and Mexico. Some have renegotiated contracts, adjusted logistics routes, and even restructured their pricing strategies, all of which cost time and money. These changes aren't going to be reversed overnight, and some companies might be reluctant to shift again unless a permanent deal is reached. But there's another side to this. For companies that stayed the course and continued sourcing from China, this could be a very good quarter. With tariffs down, their cost base improves quickly, and they may be able to move faster than competitors who left China entirely. That speed and cost advantage could lead to better margins, faster deliveries, and potentially more competitive pricing at retail. Still, uncertainty looms. If this 90-day period ends without a permanent deal, we could see tariffs snap back to previous highs or even increase further. That risk is why many supply chain managers are approaching the next few months cautiously. Some might use this window to build inventory or secure key materials, while others could test new sourcing relationships under more favorable conditions. Meanwhile, on the consumer side, we might see a temporary dip in prices, especially on big-ticket items like bedroom sets, dining tables, and sectionals. Retailers may use this window to offer discounts, clear out older inventory, or introduce new product lines that had been delayed due to cost concerns. For consumers, this is a good time to buy. But again, the clock is ticking. It's also worth keeping an eye on the logistics sector. With an expected spike in shipping demand over the next few months, freight rates could climb, and port congestion could return, especially at busy entry points like Long Beach and Savannah. If too many companies try to import goods at once, we could see the kind of delays that plagued the industry in 2021 and 2022 all over again. As we close out this episode, here's the takeaway. The US-China tariff deal is a big headline and a welcome development, but it's not the end of the story. The furniture industry has a narrow window to capitalize on reduced costs and more stable pricing. Smart companies will use this time to stabilize operations, reinforce their supply chains, and prepare for whatever comes next. We'll be watching closely for any updates from Washington or Beijing as the 90-day clock ticks down. Whether this becomes a long-term easing of trade tensions or just a brief pause, one thing's clear: the furniture world needs to stay alert, agile, and ready for change. Thanks for joining us today on Furniture Industry News. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss our next update. We're here to help you stay informed and one step ahead in this ever-changing industry.